Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Normal World.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ow, 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 ow.
Coming in. Straight minute of clapping.
That's right.
We can do it.
Brave.
You're
brave,
a strong
brave.
woman.
I'm Dave Landau.
I'm Quarter Black Garrett.
And I'm Angela.
That's Angela.
Welcome to the program.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you for hitting that like button, or should I say, tongue punching it.
Oh, there you go. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
You hit the G spot on that one.
Oh, man.
Some days are better than others.
You guys are good out there.
Yes, you are. And for the good guys out there, may I say ahoy, and you can check me out October 4th at the Lexington Village Theater in Lexington, Michigan, as well as the 18th and 19th in Appleton, Wisconsin, coming up. All of those in October.
Oh, yeah.
October the 25th, big fundraiser, Tom's River, Toys for Tots.
right.
You guys like kids?
Well, yeah. Kids are nice.
So- and it also goes for food for families. It's 100%. Nobody takes anything. They get everything.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So where can we find you?
Nega Garrett, my new channel. Got 2 videos. You can go watch them. Go subscribe. Link in the description. Angela, what about you?
Angela Does Horror, all one word. I'm going to be releasing a video on The Substance soon, which is a very good movie. Everybody should see.
That's what I heard.
It's the movie of the year. Honestly,
That's what I heard.
It's the best movie I've seen maybe in years.
Everybody was talking about Long Legs, though.
It's so much better than honestly, it's the best performance I've ever seen from Demi Moore,
Okay.
and that's crazy.
Is it still in the theater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Go and see
you
it, yeah.
texted me right after you watched it, and I couldn't find it.
Oh, yeah. No, you have to go see it.
Okay, well,
and you
it
want to
must
go
be
see it.
limited.
You want to see it on the big screen.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
great.
Because yeah, with Long Legs, I saw it. And Long Legs is good, but it's not.
It's not perfect.
It's not perfect. It's enjoyable.
This movie is perfect.
You don't like it?
Yeah. Long Legs is.
like any of
yeah.
this?
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo. It would be nice.
Yeah. Once Tim Walz came out, he's not all that jarring.
The juxtaposition.
Yeah, you're like, I know a guy like that.
Not too much.
Well, joining us.
homeless, too.
What's that?
He's homeless too.
Yes, he is. Yeah, yeah, that's the ending's not. There's a lot of holes in that story. We can get in. You should review that movie at some point once more
Oh,
people see
definitely.
it.
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah.
Although I love parts, there are just some holes where you're like that. I feel like you'd know that.
I feel like you should absolutely do that movie.
Yeah, I'll put it on the list.
Yeah. Put it on the list.
But I do. I love Nick Cage. I don't care if people don't. I tell you else who I love is our guest.
That's right.
He is a Detroit radio legend. You can see him, I think, almost every day on the TDS podcast.
TDC.
Right? TDC.
Yeah, it's
Close enough. It's the Trump derangement syndrome show.
I thought you were calling it tedious.
tedious podcast.
You know him from the Trump derangement. Yeah. Where he's always screaming and crying and refuses to have any sort of logical conversation. Yeah. He's formerly the Detroit cast, the TDC. Please welcome to the show. Back to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Wolters.
Thank you, guys. I want longer than a minute.
All right.
It's so good to be back here, Garrett. It's nice seeing you again.
Great to see you again.
And after the car ride I just had over here, it's nice to be acknowledged.
Oh, no.
It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Like, you open the door. Hello. Nothing. I'm like, okay, maybe he just didn't hear me. I sat down. I said, how we doing today? Nothing. Not a word. The whole ride here.
That's horrible.
It was like
Sounds great.
Young or old? What was the age?
he was, I don't know, 30s, something.
I think that's a millennial and younger generation thing, because that happens more often than not. If I get somebody that's like a cashier or something, no eye contact, no like how are you doing, nothing.
Nothing.
It's a cultural thing.
It felt serial killerish. I'm serious. It was like, do these doors open from the inside? Because
Did he
didn't
look
feel
at
like
you?
they were gonna. No. At one point, I caught him glance in the rearview mirror.
Oh, that's
like, with
weird.
one eye. It was so weird.
Yeah, he's like, hey, how you doing? And you just see an eye in the rearview mirror.
Just an eye. Yeah.
Okay. A lot
And
of
he
plastic
was-
on the seats back here.
Yeah, and the seats were covered, not in plastic, but they were
That's
all
eerie.
covered. He was huge and about as close to the steering wheel as a human being can get.
Oh, with his chair all the way back?
No, he was like he was great. Like, I don't know, man.
It wasn't his car.
I
don't think
like
that
he
was the
stole
driver.
it from a grandma. Maybe I don't know. It was the weird.
This was the only size vehicle that I could afford.
Yes, It's what it looked like.
How would you like it if someone laughed at your misfortunes? Right, from The Simpsons.
Well, he could be polite about it.
Yeah, that's an.
That was.
I've had wait staff too, where I'm like, are you okay? Are you a robot?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it is just that generation of not everybody, obviously. I don't
obviously,
I don't want to say it's all you guys, you fucking weirdos, but it's also antisocial.
Well,
I
it's
wonder if it's a phone
politeness.
thing.
It's a what?
I wonder if it's like a phone thing. Like a lot of people are not making eye contact, and maybe 2020 had something to do with it. And people are just like not as like communicative as they used to be.
Well, I totally understand if it's like, oh, we're gonna have one of those less than talkative rides.
Right.
You get some guys that want to tell you their whole life story.
I prefer.
Yeah. But the less talkative ones, it's like, okay, fine. I'll get in my phone. You do your thing. That's fine. But simple hello, how
Yeah.
are you, sir? Goes a long way to not appearing like a serial killer.
There's a trick
That's what
there.
it came off as.
You just be like, hey, do you mind if I take off my shoes? Just start saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
Be like, do you mind if I unbutton my shirt?
Yeah.
So, stuff like that.
Mind if I clip my fingernails?
It's just stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you just start undressing yourself, eventually you will get their attention.
Yeah.
Whether it's positive or negative. Just be like, you going to say hello yet?
Yeah. Anything? Nothing?
Where's the line, buddy?
Nothing?
Yeah, what? You
Show a
look
nip
good,
or
by the
something?
way.
Thank you.
What,
Thank you. I got very, very sick. I had diabetes. Thank you for noticing. I almost died, Dave. Thank you for noticing.
how much weight did you
Cut the
lose?
carbs on.
43 pounds.
At both feet?
Yes, both. Yeah. Someday I'm looking forward to that 12 pounds too, going away. But yeah, I couldn't.
Leading to the oldies.
I was actually eating well, and I was walking miles a day and gaining weight, and I could not figure out for the life of me what was going on. And then I got into a thing where I could not stop drinking water and pissing constantly. And then listeners went, "Oh yeah, that's diabetes, dude, for real."
Type
And
1 or 2?
2.
2. Okay. My dad's type 1.
Okay.
I have 2 brothers that are also
They're
type.
born with it, though.
Yeah, one
They
is.
weren't. They developed it in their when they
1?
when they turned 13 or so with like puberty. They developed.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. My dad was
Maybelline.
in his 20s. He was in his early 20s, maybe 19 or so.
Wow, I always thought type 1 was the birth one.
I thought you had to be born with it.
No, you can
Sucks.
develop it. Yeah.
But that's like thin diabetes.
Yeah.
It is, though, for real, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's not...
You can lose a
It's
lot
not
of weight
like
if you
what
don't
this
take care of
monster
yourself.
did by ravaging his body,
Exactly.
Years and years of
which is so funny because like everybody
Yeah.
here knows I probably have it.
no one wants to say
You'd
you
be way
You're in the
sicker.
pre.
You'd be
Oh,
way
I'm
sicker.
pre. They've told me I'm pre.
Yeah,
I've changed things in my diet for at least a day.
So do you? What kind of a reaction do you expect from the room when you do break the news to them? Is it going to be? Are you guys going to be able to fake the shock necessary? Like,
Yeah.
what?
You?
Are you okay?
Wait, you mean the one
How
who-
long do we have?
But I've seen you eat irresponsibly every meal.
Yeah.
Anytime I've dined with you or been around you. That's odd. I saw you tie your shoe and then have to sit down for 10 minutes.
It's the best of us,
Yeah. So thank you for bringing that up. But yeah,
No,
as
you're
soon as-
welcome. I mean, you look good. I didn't realize it was just...
It was an illness.
I didn't realize it was...
it's not AIDS, but
Oh, good.
yeah, no, but it was good to finally get on some medications and have my body calm down, and the weight just fell off. I didn't have to do anything.
That's nice.
Yeah,
And that happened to a lot of people with AIDS as well. The weight
Right.
would fall off.
Are you
exactly.
sure it's not
What's that?
AIDS?
Well, we're not sure. I did have bowls of cereal with a friend that had AIDS, so
Well,
it could have been. I remember Anthony Fauci telling us that.
Yeah, you can get AIDS.
You could get AIDS from.
Cereal boxes and
Right.
toilet seats.
That's why they kept AIDS kids in the attic.
That's why they brought him back next time a pandemic came around. They were like, that guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, that guy's
We
good.
get this guy.
Have you seen his work with beagle puppies? This guy's amazing.
Prolific.
He's been testing AIDS on those dogs for some time. Well, speaking of breaking news, let's just say that.
There you go. Extra, extra. Read all about it. One place.
Oh, right.
Still love that thing.
This is Eric Adams, everybody. Eric Adams,
That's the mayor of
New York.
New York.
old New York City.
Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Lights will inspire you.
Has he made it better?
No.
People tell
Well,
me no.
I guess compared to Cuomo, kinda.
Yeah.
He ran on I'm not Cuomo and then was like, just kidding.
And he also
right
did
at the last second.
Yeah.
also did the greatest video ever where he's like, you can hide drugs in the VCR.
I forgot about the drugs video.
Let's see if I can find that again.
Yeah, it's like,
can hide them anywhere.
Why this doll, if you open up its stomach, you can hide a pound of cocaine inside of it and then just sew it back up and mail it to a friend. I'm Eric Adams.
Vote for me, please.
Yeah. You can make LSD in a bathtub. Anyway, but yeah,
The ingredients.
behind this very book, you could keep a gun, and over here a crack pipe. This is real.
In this VCR. What?
So FBI, yeah, if you have that video, but FBI stormed the mayor's mansion Thursday in a pre-dawn raid. Hours before, that's really racist. He won't be up. In a pre-dawn raid, hours before a federal indictment on
catch him off
campaign
guard.
corruption. Yeah. What time do you think he gets up? 11, 11:30?
Ooh, that's
Federal indictment on campaign corruption charges was made public. Prosecutors allege Adams illegally received foreign and corporate donations for decades in exchange for influence, a practice that is, of course, unheard of and has no place in politics.
I was going to say, which part did he break the law with?
Right,
Because okay.
Yeah, could you imagine if every politician had to acknowledge their sponsors? You couldn't get through a speech.
No.
Bud Dwyer every day.
Oh, yeah. Adams,
Not too bad, actually.
Bud Dwyer.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was sponsored by Colt
We do have the video.
or by Smith & Wesson. We do have the video?
Yeah.
Of just him showing stuff?
Yeah, the drug video.
please.
Let's take a look at that real quick.
I'm New York State Senator Eric Adams, and for 22 years I
gonna love
wore
this,
a
Mike.
bulletproof vest. Please come and join me inside my house. What I would like to show
This is
here
what they rated.
is to empower parents on how to search.
They
a room
checked all these
inside
places,
their
I know,
too,
and
because
they-
he told them.
Write the
They're looking for
Constitution.
campaign
There are
money.
no First Amendment rights.
You could
inside
hide
your
campaign money
household.
in this
So by
TV.
periodically
Is that the
sending
oldest
messages to
looking
your home
monitor?
that there's no
Like, what is
rules
that?
off limits.
CRTV.
Don't
It
looks like a-
lock doors.
a cardboard
Your house
one.
is open
You could
to
hide a
inspection,
gun in
but
this
you
floppy
always have to
disk holder.
inspect what you expect. You can look in the jewelry box.
right.
A
He's
jury
only
box
spitting
of this nature
facts.
maybe a simple jury box, but if you
Jury.
look through it closely,
I love
you don't
that.
know what
A jury
your child
box.
is
It's a
hiding.
jury
For
box.
What's in that
instance,
box?
A gun.
Gonna be seeing a
Gun.
jury
Small
box.
caliber weapon could be hidden inside a jewelry box. So when your child brings in his popular knapsack with many different
Popular
locations, look through it to
popular
see
knapsack.
what exactly
As the youngsters are known
is
to
your
do.
child carrying in addition to
What's
a
in
book.
there?
Something simple as a crack pipe. A used crack
Sure.
pipe.
In the bottom,
Could they
yeah.
have found it on the street? That's quite possible. But this is a discussion piece. Where you
Or
should start speaking with them to find out what
$382,000
is he
from the
doing with it.
campaign fund.
Behind a picture frame, you can find bullets. What does that mean to find bullets? Does it mean your child is carrying a gun? No.
You know they found all
Where
this
there's
stuff.
smoke, there's possible fire. Where there's a bullet, there's possibly a gun. The baby doll.
Thank you for
The
sharing.
It could be
baby
just
doll.
a baby doll, but also it could be a place where you can secrete or hide drugs.
Secrete.
Run your hands
You
over
can secrete
the
it.
pillows.
Stuffed money.
They wet
This
their
could
nap.
be hidden inside a
many
pillow.
guns
a
do you
gun.
have in here?
Just look and see what's
Very
inside the
unsafe.
bookcases. Perfect place to hide cocaine.
He pulls a book,
There
it
are
just
no
spins
First
it,
Amendment
it's a
rights in
casino.
your home. You have a duty
Oh, I didn't
and
mean to pull that
obligation.
book. My
Oh,
bad.
I'm sorry.
That's my bad.
You can secrete casinos.
You can secrete.
Secrete. Why did you secrete?
Are there people finding their kid's backpack filled with bullets but not guns? Doesn't mean your kid's got a gun. It's like, well, what? I don't know what that does mean then. I feel like my kid's even worse if he's just carrying around a backpack of bullets.
I'm worried if he's secreting bullets.
Yeah.
Secrete, bro.
His popular naps.
It's he couldn't think of the word backpack, so he's like popular knapsack. And, you know, when they went in there too, they were like, "There's a lot of stray bullets behind the candles in this guy's house.
Checking the
Behind
books.
every picture frame, there's just
Lose bullets.
22 shells."
But you know, I heard from a video that may mean there's a bullet. There's a gun here. There's a bullet.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's in this popular baby doll.
It's secreting.
It's in this jury box.
He's got a jury box.
got a jury
a
box.
jury box, which I love.
Bullets inside the potpourri bowl.
But he has a gun in there, and then across the room behind a pillow, he's got another gun. And it's like, how many were props, or how many was he like? You don't have to bring anything.
Yeah,
I
I've
said it
got
was
it.
his house.
We can just do one. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I got a room. I'll just show you where I hide my bullets.
Yeah.
You in this knapsack,
Never
I
know.
put my crack pipe.
You might find. He may have found it on the ground, but it's a good discussion piece.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, he may have found it on the ground. He's like giving you the excuse.
Like
Yeah,
what
just give it a minute.
14-year-old is smoking crack to start with?
How many kids are using that? I found it on the ground.
Also,
Okay.
you might find a galaxy gas inside his knapsack.
Well, and also with crack pipes, it's like, is that really the thing anymore?
I don't think so.
It's like
no.
if you're 15, I know. It's like if your 15-year-old is smoking crack, it's like,
Yeah.
where are you getting this? Why are you smoking crack? Who are you doing this
Time
with?
machine.
Yeah.
Your kid's just lighting it up like Pookie in New Jack City.
Why is my kid acting like a kid from the 80s?
I love it. Is it crack? So Adams released a video statement saying that the allegations were, quote, entirely false and based on lies, and insinuated that his criticism of the Biden administration's disastrous border policies made him a target for retaliation. Past statements from Adams seem to lend credence to his suggestion. Credence
Yeah.
to his suggestion. Let's take a look.
Full support. And let me tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month.
I mean, he's right.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
One time we were just getting Venezuela. Now we're getting Ecuador. Now we're getting Russian speaking coming to
All the
through
third world
Mexico.
shitholes.
Now we're getting Western Africa. Now we're getting people from all over the globe have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City.
I found 6 Cubans in a popular knapsack.
Every community in this city is going to be impacted. We have a $12 billion deficit that we're going to have to cut.
So this is what he's
Every
saying,
service
put a target
in
on his back.
this city
I think he's right.
is going to be
I think he is
impacted.
right.
Yeah.
All of us. And so I say to you, as I turn it over to you, this is some of the most educated, some of the most knowledgeable, probably more of my commissioners and deputy commissioners and chiefs live in this community. So as you asked me a question about migrants, tell me what role you played.
Ooh.
How many of you organized to stop what they're doing to us? How many of you were part of the movement to say, we're seeing what this mayor is trying to do, and they're just...
God, it's almost like they need someone in charge to stop it.
It's going to come to your neighborhood.
Who could it be?
All of us are going to be impacted by this. I said it last year when we had 15,000. And I'm telling you now, with 110,000, the city we knew, we're about to lose. And we're all in this together. All of us.
Yeah, so-
Send them out to Manhattan.
Yeah, so the facts of the situation, they do remain to be seen, but it would appear that this is just the price one pays for stepping out of line.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly
If you
what
find
it
a
is.
bullet, there be a gun.
Yeah, he's right. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
That's right.
And he said the wrong thing and all. Because the idea that it's, you're in trouble for taking donations in exchange for influence from the people that were like, I'd like to buy some Pfizer stock, please, while we tell everybody to stay in their house. It seems a bit hypocritical.
A little bit.
Yeah, it really is like an example of it's not just the left; it's anybody that's against the state
Absolutely.
crowd that you're not a part of. Anybody that's asking questions like, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't just be influxing people from other countries into our country just like haphazardly." What are you talking about? Investigation.
Is this one of the virtue? This is one of the virtue signal sanctuary cities, right?
Yeah.
Is that why they initially sent them all up there? Like, all right, cool. If no human is illegal, then you get them.
But yeah, and I think you're looking at the mayor now realizing, like, okay, you said, we have a $12 billion deficit, and now you've just increased the homeless problem.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah. I mean, some of them get, money, phones, in a room at the Roosevelt Hotel, and I'm not joking.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is the problem, is he's calling it out.
It's kind of wild.
I don't know if he was in charge then, but I'll never forget when I talked to you that day and I was talking about maybe coming out and saying hi in New York. You're like, I wouldn't. I wouldn't come out here right now.
I was with another man.
Yeah. Is that what you meant? I thought you meant it wasn't safe.
But it wasn't. Neither of us had taken PrEP. He also lost 45 pounds.
In a month.
No, it seriously gotten terrible. I think that was I think Cuomo was in office at that point, but it was definitely
It was on the way down.
and it's not gotten great.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Times Square's disgusting. The last time I was there, I was like, oh, I had this shirt on, actually. I went on to Gutfeld, and I was like, oh, I should probably not wear a T-shirt. I'll just go to Express. And I walked down, and I was like, oh, this doesn't exist anymore. Oh, these other stores don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like, dude, how do you, not enough foot traffic in Times Square to keep your business open?
It's insane.
Just all the, stealing and everything else.
Is it crazy enough to shift back? I know the one guy, his hair ran off his face, Rudy.
Before him.
Giuliani, yeah.
Yeah. But didn't Giuliani clean up Times Square, make it livable and safe?
He was America's mayor in 2001, and now he's public enemy number one because he's conservative.
Yeah, right.
He has drippy hair.
That was a crazy
little
video,
weird.
though. The hair falling off his face was crazy.
Yeah, it was just, it was hot, and it's his hair dye.
Yeah.
That's why I don't dye my hair.
Yeah.
But all natural.
I don't mind if I go gray.
Natural. Gray
I feel like
Dave.
you'd look good, like salt and peppery.
Thank you. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
I'm there.
I say you age gracefully.
I feel like you're
Aging
Grade
gracefully,
A,
really?
yeah.
All right.
Losing
Thank you,
40
Angela.
pounds.
Losing all the weight, getting a little gray. Yeah, see that?
Yep.
Sucks.
Yeah, it's
Just in
reverting to
time.
Taxi Driver.
Lose a
round
foot soon,
3
go
of-
gray. This is great.
Round 3 of 3 rounds of life.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about more stuff.
Depressing.
I think I want to talk about this first. I'm just going to go into slapping. We need to discuss this.
Yeah.
It's very important to get this out.
This is the real news. This is the actual one we wanted to talk
People
about.
need to
'cause-
know that this is out there and it's important.
Yeah.
And these rings are breaking out all over. Doctors are worried that a combat sport called slap fighting, watched by millions online and gaining in popularity, is causing serious brain damage. Competitors face off and take turns to deliver bare, full force, open-handed strikes to the cheek. Here is some of the footage of the sport.
Oh my God! Ridiculous power, as I mentioned earlier. Number 1 in human force, number 1 in impact power.
They're saying this is damaging to the brain?
Stop.
This feels like a Chappelle Show sketch. What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Yeah, get some pimps up in here.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to do the backhand?
I bet if you've had a pimpin' pass, they don't allow you in. It's like taking steroids.
No rings either.
He doesn't waste time.
This-
Sponsored by Monster Energy.
Oh, the chalk flying too. They chalk their hands.
that bearded Ginge has done that to a lady.
Man.
Where does sports go? I mean, honestly, we're just going to pull guns out and shoot each other in the face and
think-
you're still standing at the
That's
end
where
of
it
the
started.
Like,
Full circle, yeah.
Is that a
dude.
combat
duels.
sport? You're taking turns?
right. We're going back to duel days.
Which I would legit watch.
Oh, I would totally watch it. I think we should bring them back.
Yeah. If you agree. I think in Texas, if you
Yeah.
agree, you can do it.
Would you
long
do
as you have
full
a
pistol
spotter.
one or would you do the white glove?
Oh, you have to start with the white glove because you
Yeah.
have a challenge.
The challenge duel.
Yeah.
Challenge slap? What?
Yeah, like you're sitting there eating dinner with your wife and somebody slaps you with a white glove.
Yeah.
And
So it
allows you to
pulls
do
it
a
off.
duel, and you're like, well, I have to,
Finger by
or
finger.
else I'm gay.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
You slighted me, sir.
Yeah.
I challenge you to a duel.
Right. And then so this guy's got to go outside, and you
10
and
paces.
10 paces. Do you
John
turn around?
Adams have to have a standoff.
Yeah.
You have to have muskets, though. I feel like having
Muskets.
a modern gun is too easy.
Yeah, because you get to the second bullet too well.
Yeah.
Whoever can stuff that musket the fastest.
There's not supposed to be a
feel
second
like,
bullet.
It's like that.
No, if you miss the first time, you're not a very
That's
good
it.
dueler.
Exactly.
Duel's over.
You're done.
Yeah.
It's the one sport where you.
watch Quick
to
and the
duel
Dead.
people when you miss.
Yeah.
And you we're sorry.
No, you're fine. I feel like there's not a lot of room for growth. Like if you make a mistake in round one of the duel game,
True.
I feel like you're not going to learn and be like, I'll get him next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're
You're
dead.
either really good right out of the gate, or you don't compete again.
And you're at the time where there are muskets and there's just 80 different bullets in your leg because it all breaks apart.
Yeah.
And you just slowly like bleed out or die of infection.
I was gonna say you just get scratched and you die of infection.
Right, like
Done.
That's all it was you just like, well, he got shot in the leg. He should be dead in 4 weeks from now.
Very
Once
agonizing death.
you have blood rot. To assess the possible harm, medics screen videos of tournaments and have now written a warning letter to leading journal JAMA Surgery, JAMA.
That's the name?
Yep.
All right.
About their findings. Unlike boxing, no headgear is allowed, and defenders cannot duck to avoid blows. Even flinching is banned. You can't even flinch.
You can't flinch?
Nope. According to their analysis of 78 fights between 56 contestants and involving 333 slaps, more than half of the participants had visible signs of concussion.
Get out of here.
50%
Stop it.
of CTE. Many had signs of impaired movement following a hit or a hand to a blank or had a blank and vacant stare. Some were knocked down and had trouble getting up. Okay, so to make things more complicated, apparently, there's now co-ed underground slap fighting competitions that have started up. Do we have footage of this?
We do.
Wow.
Slappers, go for it.
Angela, I don't want to do this.
No, it's okay. I'm a professional slap fighter, so I'm good to go.
No, I'm not going to hit you.
No, we're equal. It's fine. Hit me.
All right.
Okay.
I don't feel good about that at all.
What, did you just
I'll be back.
come? Did you come? Did he? Did that guy come?
Next slapper, prepare.
Bitch! You all right?
Oh my God, are you okay? Wait,
I can't see.
it hurts this time.
Is he coming again?
Fatality.
Should be banned.
Wow, that is a rough sport.
It is. Really is.
I feel like the man just is ejaculating from pain.
Well, the line between pleasure and pain is
This-
papyrus.
Yeah, it's a virus thing. There's a line between pleasure and pain.
Seems like we're eking ever so close to just beating the shit out of women and being cool with it.
Yeah, everybody just.
You know what I mean?
fine.
Hey,
know,
we're
I mean,
equals.
I get it, but those fighters looked very uncomfortable hitting women.
Yeah.
They didn't look
honest
like
with
they
you.
were into it at all.
Yeah.
Well,
first
after
one
the
Yeah.
slap, the one
guy looked
one
really
guy
good. The
first
likes
guy.
getting hit, and then loves seeing blood.
Yeah. Right. I think that's what it was.
A weirdo.
What is the world
think of
coming
that?
to?
I don't know.
Why no helmets, by the way? It seems kind of ableist. We've all seen those
could
kids
hurt
on
your
the
hand.
bus. Is that what it is? Is that what we're worried about?
Yeah, you're protecting the hand, not the head.
Not the head.
I feel like if you let's say you register to be a slap fight contestant.
Okay.
Are we worried that you're going to get stupider?
Right.
I
Right.
think we should just let it happen.
We're losing too many scientists.
Natural selection.
Yeah,
Is that what the
natural
problem
selection,
is?
Just taking them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, is there a doctor in the house? Well, they're already in the slap fight.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you going to do?
Concussed three of our
physicists.
finest surgeons tonight. Like, yeah, we'll be all right.
Oh, look at these professors up there. Nobody's being introduced as doctor or MD before they slap the other person. Just this guy who's had 4 felonies and finally is off probation.
Right.
You know,
Right.
he's-
Trying to make a buck any way he
600
can.
pounds. Do you ever see the video? Some of the other videos where it's like a 600-pound dude and it's like a 95-pound guy and he's just boom, and it's just a slow motion. Dude gets whacked. Almost
Is the
knocks
prize just bragging rights?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Just like
So who wins that? Does the big guy always beat, or is it
I
like
would
those
assume. I
eating
don't watch it, but I
competitions
assume.
where the big fat guy necessarily doesn't?
Oh, true.
You see some of those skinny dudes take down, in the food competitions.
Yeah, like the little Asian dude.
Yeah.
He just lift down those hot dogs like nobody's business.
But then he's like the hot dogs are in the shape of them in his stomach.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Like
yeah, because he's thin. You can see it.
who practices it? Just like I'm gonna slide wet hot dogs down my throat at an alarming rate.
They're like,
Yeah. Dip in the water thing.
Boy, I sure hope this wins. Well, I guess Bieber, but I mean, I guess there's just people out there who have practiced. I'm sorry. You're right.
Didn't they do a live event?
Too soon.
Really bad for him.
Didn't they do a live event with the two Nathan's Hot Dogs champions, Chestnut and the
Kobayashi?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Kobayashi.
Is that his name?
I'm gonna go with it.
That is actually his name.
Is it?
I think Kobayashi's from The Usual Suspects.
Usual Suspects, yeah.
Kobayashi Maru is a Star Trek thing.
It's something like that, but Kobayashi might
As
be
he's
just
limping away, he just starts walking normal,
Yeah.
just jamming hot dogs in his throat.
I can eat more.
Of course, they're just the tiny hot dogs if it's Kevin Spacey.
That is his name. Takeru Kobayashi.
Was it
Kobayashi?
Kobayashi?
Yeah.
All right.
You had
Nice
it.
memory.
That.
Boom. Chestnut, Kobayashi.
Very good. I wouldn't have got Joey Chestnut.
Joey.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh,
pull
you know,
everybody.
I watch a lot of hot dog eating content.
Yeah, you're like it puts me to sleep for some
Yeah.
reason at night.
My favorite
but I do
thing to
have
listen to.
Finish the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like sounds of the ocean for you.
Yeah, yeah.
You just hear. You're like, wow, this is. Oh, I'm out like a light.
We did that at a radio station once. One of those, like, remember, what is it, Punchki Day?
Yes.
Yeah, and some guy turned literally blue choking on it. And I think most of
They
those
stopped.
contests are banned.
Nice.
Yeah, the one lady died trying to win her kid a wee, drinking
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, She was holding her pee, right?
You had to
Yeah.
hold it
Bladder.
for 24 hours or something.
Popped.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she.
No wee for wee.
Yeah, she was holding her Wii and hence
That's
lost
it.
the Wii.
Yeah.
You used to live in a real country.
We
Can't
did.
do this anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? At least the kid got a wee.
Did he,
Sure
though?
about that? Yeah.
I think she won.
Well, I hope she won.
Well, it
Yeah.
sounds like she lost.
No, well, she lost.
She couldn't
but-
hold it.
We won. She lost, but we won.
Well, the contest, though, she still won the contest. Therefore, the kid got to play with the Wii,
That's true.
which is nice because, like, they came home and they're like, "We have good news and some bad news."
yeah.
Like, the good news is
You like
we
sports?
got you a Wii, and then while the kid's all excited, you're like, "Your mom's dead."
Yeah.
You can play it at your foster
Yeah.
home.
Don't set it up yet.
Yeah,
be moving.
If she's holding her Wii to win a Wii, I guarantee the dad's not around.
I might have been okay with losing my mom for a PS4 or a PS3, but I don't know what a Wii. Yeah. Like a Wii.
Oh, they're my favorite.
Really?
Oh, I would have killed any family member. No, I love Wii's just because the bowling.
Bowling's pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, the bowling was kind of fun.
Played it like 3 times at my friend's house.
I play it all the time in my house still.
Right now.
I have it attached.
Is that
to
why you
my
look so
home.
good?
Yeah, it's a little exercise I do on my Wii.
I can tell. I can tell.
Yeah, it's the fitness Wii.
You know what, Dave?
What's that?
Sometimes when these people get slapped, they need a nice little chill down.
What would you use for that?
I might use some whiskey from Craftco.
Well, that's not a bad idea. That
right.
takes
Good idea.
pain away.
So could you.
Oh, it certainly does.
FlyingACespirits.com. Use promo code normal. Wait, no, not normal. America.
America.
To get, what is that? Free shipping.
shipping.
Yeah, free shipping. What it is it's look, Flying A Spirits. They
Spit it.
have decided to join with Craftco, and what that is they also are joining with Flying Ace and Craftco. They're working together. Okay, everybody, they're working together, and what they're doing is they're giving money to families of America's fallen soldiers and disabled soldiers, as well as the
Not a joke.
scholarships. There's scholarships for the children of first responders, fallen soldiers, and right now when you buy a bottle of Flying Ace Spirits, so you go to flyingacespirits.com, promo code America, Flying Ace whiskey, you get some whiskey, and then that shipping money that you will now get free shipping on that will go out to a family to help them to get a scholarship.
That's right.
So buy online at flyingacespirits.com. Use code America, and that is how you get the free shipping right now. Get yourself a nice bottle of whiskey. Help out some families of true heroes.
And it's good. Okay, so scan that promo code.
Make America proud. Thank you for sponsoring this episode.
You're going to need it to repair that that eardrum that I busted earlier when I said America. A little too loud.
America.
It's going to hurt him.
We'll talk about. There's a lot of violence going on. So, a California man was charged with the murder.
Excuse me?
I don't know how to say this guy's name.
Eduardo Zoll.
Eduardo?
Eduardo Zoll.
I believe that's how you say it.
Okay.
All zeal.
58. He was a singer and actor, but he was known mostly for the 7 seasons of being on Extreme Makeover Home Edition, correct?
Yeah, after Ty Pennington.
Yeah, after Ty Pennington.
Oh, I liked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was the guy who came on after him, and at 58 years old, called in Palm Springs, California, on September 10th, saying that he needed help. When police arrived, they found him in an apartment suffering from multiple stab wounds. A spokesperson for the Palm Springs department tells People he was taken to the hospital where he died on September 20th, according to Riverside County coroner. Another man, Richard Joseph Gonzalez, was allegedly linked to the murder scene and arrested eventually and charged with murder. His residence will be now on the new season of Extreme Makeover Apartment Crime Scene Edition. Move that bus of immigrants.
Oh no.
That sounds crime of passion-y, does it not?
I was going to say, yeah. It's like a lover's quarrel kind of
Little
thing.
bit.
It is Palm Springs, right?
Yep.
I believe is
Yep.
gay.
We're a little bit gay, old.
Not to imply that he might
think
be
of-
gay. I don't know.
I don't know his.
I don't know his proclivities.
Gays don't murder.
No, I don't.
The gays don't murder?
No.
Ever?
I don't know.
I think a lot of them do.
And I
Well,
think there
just
might
just
be.
Gacy.
I've seen them throw hissy fits.
What about
I don't know if they go full,
Dahmer.
full
Dahmer?
murder.
What about Dahmer? Huh?
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
right.
a couple.
That's right. We got you.
Maybe the most
There's a
famous
few.
one.
I'm pretty sure Ed Gein was gay. If you break it, I think they're all.
Oh, Gacy was.
Yeah,
Well, he was. Yeah,
Gays don't murder; they slay.
Yeah, good point.
Thanks.
that's true.
That's
It's not bad.
Slay
It was good.
the night away. They also do a lot of good things too.
That's I hear. Like,
I'm talking about gay men.
did you?
Unless, well, you know what? Our Eileen
John.
Wuornos, serial killer Eileen Wuornos, she was a lesbian and she killed.
She was.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Remember
Yeah.
the Christina Ricci movie?
Monster? Wait,
Monster?
was it Monster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Eileen Wuornos liked the ladies, but then also would kill the men.
Do you think this crime scene looked fabulous?
It probably did. I
Yeah.
bet they went into his house and they were like, "This apartment is gorgeous," except
Yeah.
for the
Except for that.
carpet.
Feng
That is-
shui in here. Nice.
Should we pull the couch over him and just
Yeah. We got to get some more shots of this place. This is gorgeous.
really? Should we get it? Yeah, they have like a reaction of like the family members walking
yeah.
in. Oh my god!
Oh, Eduardo.
Oh!
I love what you've done with the place.
My favorite is when they obviously hate what they've done to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Have you
Oh,
seen
yeah,
those
yeah.
videos where they're like,
Oh
I
yeah.
hate it?
My favorite are the ones when you get the bitchy couple that no matter what they did, they were going to hate it.
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Oh, we did one.
Yeah, we did. We did a parody of one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like when the person's handicapped and then the whole house is just basically a giant, like, giant, it's just a series of pulleys.
Yeah.
And the parents are like, great.
Yeah.
Oh, you made it all about him.
Nobody else lives in this house.
Yeah, just us.
Yeah.
We didn't mention the 3 kids that are able-bodied, but
Yeah.
now, oh, good.
Yeah. Glad Timmy's looked after.
So
Thanks.
glad you just couldn't stop taking Sudafed while you were pregnant, Jill. Now we're stuck with this bird. Oh, good, a chair that goes up the stairs. Cool.
Sweet.
What a gift. What a gift.
Yeah. Those guys never look like they're going to make it that long either. It seems kind of wasteful to
It's a lot of work.
all that money and work and effort into it to give yourself the staircase, the roller coaster staircase.
What's the resale on that? Like, it can't be.
Yeah,
Very
it's
high.
not
It's very-
much.
It's a niche market.
When you get there,
Very small.
well, and then your porch has a ramp.
Yeah.
And that's fun. I mean, I guess if you got a 3-year-old and you want him to sled,
Yeah.
but I mean, at some point he's going to realize you just bought a goofball's home.
Right.
handicap person. Goofball.
Do you think but there's got to be people out house hunting that drive by the ramp house and just be like, it looks like too much. I don't want to live next door to the ramp house.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a lot of work.
That's
next
the
door.
neighbor.
I love the house, but next door looks like a problem.
Yeah. You're like, so what? Every time I look out the window, I got to feel guilty about not helping unload groceries.
Or walking.
Yeah.
The HOA gets mad about it. Yeah.
Because
like they
old
can.
Noodle Legs has to be brave and do his own shopping.
Yeah.
There's DoorDash, Kevin. Come on. You got to look at that van all day
Yeah.
that the ramp comes out of to just go into another ramp.
Yeah.
And then to get into the house.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that time when your neighbor pulls up and it's like, oh, I'm not going to go out the house yet because I know he's going to want to talk to me. And that takes 30 minutes while ramp unloads from the van. It's like, oh, fuck.
You're like, come on.
I'm gonna be so late today.
Oh, you
He's
just
home again.
Yeah, it's like I can't. I'm gonna be late if I talk to him. I'm gonna be late if I don't talk to him. Just die of bed sores already, so I can get to work on time. Of course, kidding.
Yeah,
Which
we appreciate all you guys with no legs and stuff.
yeah, we actually do have a paralyzed fan who gave me a book that he wrote.
That's true.
Yeah, for real.
What did he write about?
In his book,
Yeah.
it was mostly about his.
Nothing to do with missing legs.
It's called Jelly Legs. It was.
Old jelly legs.
I think it's sad to be paralyzed. I want to point that out.
Yeah.
You were brave, Dave.
Hot
Thank
take.
you. That's why they call
Hot
me
take.
Brave Dave. Bathroom of my choice.
Do you get to use the big bathroom stall?
You know,
Take that stance.
I always
look.
I have used the handicap stall many times because it's like an apartment in there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's the only. It
is great.
And the worst.
Nobody's using it.
No, and then but I've had it where
Never had a handicapped
have.
person need to use it.
Yeah, I've had a wheelchair come in, and I've also had.
Be like, excuse me, sir. You wait your turn like everybody else.
I've also had some leg braces, so then I have to get up and limp out.
That's what I was gonna say. You have to like. Fake
I had
it.
a dad holding
fake it.
holding one of them. Like it was his son. Waiting patiently.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm sorry, you're just walking like the penguin with a club foot.
Yeah, right? It was like, I swear it was full in here a minute ago.
You're like, oh, I'm
It was
sorry.
not this empty a minute
Yeah,
ago.
I didn't really. And you're like, really? It's Macy's,
On a Tuesday.
and you use
Closing.
Yeah,
It's a sale. There's a lot of people in here getting deals.
yeah. You're like, this is a handicapped kids' children's clothing store.
I got the best bathroom.
They don't even have men's bathroom. This is a handicapped kids' daycare.
What are you doing?
You're like, well, why do you have only one stall? You should all be
Be
goofy.
like accommodating to everybody.
Yeah. What? Now they got all fight over this one.
Four stalls.
You guys didn't even think this out. Like it's my fault. Whose parent are you? Don't change the subject.
I'm out of here.
I like anyway, but we do want to say we would want to thank Crippler Leg Braces for sponsoring.
Yeah, lame people.
Yeah, is that what they called them?
Yeah, lame.
The lame.
I like handy capable because it's not at all pandering.
No.
You're not handicapped. You're handy capable, and you're like, thanks. I also am still paralyzed.
Right. What is handy? It's capped. I don't even know where that word comes from.
I didn't like the
That's a good
cap
point.
thing.
What is handy? Like, I'm handy.
It
Well,
sounds
he's
like-
handicapped.
Yeah.
Like it would be less handy.
Right. Well, he
that's
would
why
be
it's
technically
Okay, yeah,
less handy.
capped.
Maybe it's capped
capped.
off at
Yeah.
handy.
His handiness is capped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he can't do anything handy because it's capped.
It's capped.
Now it makes sense.
Capped way down here.
Yeah.
I
So
always have a photo of a person that's in a wheelchair, but then I see people that aren't in wheelchairs taking those handicap seats.
yeah, they do.
Look at that.
Well, they identify as handicapped. But
Does it count?
I think we're onto something though, because I've thought about that my whole life. That's what it is, though. It's that their handiness is capped. So you're basically saying this unhandy person.
Yes.
You're just calling them unhandy.
Ah,
But then isn't it the
That's why they
opposite
changed
if you
it
call
capable.
him handy capable? And it's like he's extremely handy.
Yeah,
He's
you're
in
saying.
fact fully
the
capable.
opposite.
Yeah, you're like.
Yeah.
In fact, his whole chair is a charade.
Yeah. So would I be handy capable?
Well, you would assume you'd be handy capable.
I think of us as handy capable.
Yeah.
And then handicapped would be something that's capped off.
It's like down here.
right. Like it's
Right.
not, you're not capable.
Yeah. Like not useful.
Well, I don't, yeah, you said that, but
Yeah.
I think that's where we were all getting to, though.
we were leaning
That's
that
where we were
way
getting
until you
towards-
just said it. But
towards that direction.
Yeah. I wouldn't say anything insulting.
I'm going to identify as handy capable from now on.
Yeah.
You are.
get
Sounds like a plan.
you get better parking, and
Yeah.
then you can just walk out twirling a cane. What has he got the cane for?
Yeah. Handy capable.
Like Willy Wonka.
Think about it.
Spins.
Jeez, guys. Jennifer Aniston. Let's just talk about her for a minute. We don't have much info on it, but
Wait.
someone raided her. Somebody swatted her. Somebody called the police. SWAT team showed up, went into Jennifer Aniston's house.
What?
Yep. She got swatted.
It's because she was having a mental health crisis.
They thought she was suicidal.
Wait, so swatted is when nothing's happening and they show up. So was she actually having it?
They thought that she was
Situation?
suicidal. So what they did was they swatted the house. I'm not kidding. So I guess when somebody's suicidal, the best thing to do is show up with guns drawn and get to it first. Right.
Suicide by cop.
Yeah.
Swatted, is that like isn't that what gamers do a lot? And,
Yeah, it's like what happened
and,
to Tim
and,
Pool and a bunch of people.
Yeah.
That stream.
Like Trump haters. There's a lot of
they swat
swatting
people.
going on there.
So a SWAT team busted into her house to save her.
It was because they got a tip from like a source close to her or something.
They said it's somebody that's been stalking her since 1993.
Oh, shit.
And just will not get out of her life. Yeah. I think there's a picture of the
tipster.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just won't
little
leave her
bastard.
alone.
Yeah. I've seen him before.
Yep.
Son of a
There
bitch.
he
Looks
is.
like a problem.
Looking in a mirror. All right. Yeah, so they
see it.
swatted her house.
Sick.
They were looking for ketamine.
And they found it.
They found her in the hot tub.
Find out she's the real ketamine queen.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Her the whole time.
No. Lisa Kudrow's like flushing it down a toilet. All the friends are still in there.
Yeah.
They're all in there.
All the friends.
Pivot.
Pivot. Did the cops kick the door in and say, "I'll be there for you"?
They did.
Is that what they said?
Exactly. They all sang
Yeah.
it.
And they weren't.
They all said,
and with the battering ram, they were like, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, her exact words apparently were, "I wasn't suicidal, but I am now."
I'm thinking about it.
Good. Oh. Yeah. And they did cover her hot tub.
Yeah.
They said, "You friends can't have these anymore." And they covered it and
safe.
nailed it shut.
Did they nail him shut or they just make him cool?
It's true. They're not going to get into a cool tub.
No.
No.
Who would?
Well, not Jennifer Aniston.
No.
Not. I had her picture of Rolling Stone hanging in my room when I was young. She was hot.
I almost said it and then I decided not to. That was the one for me.
She was
For years.
I love, and every girl I knew had the haircut,
Yeah.
and I did too.
Rachel, right? Isn't that what they called it? The Rachel?
Rachel.
Yeah.
Go ahead, pull up the Rolling Stone cover. Her butt was on it.
Was
I think
it?
you've already
It's
had
on the
enough.
cover.
No, I haven't had enough.
No, I haven't had nearly
today.
enough.
Just look, I'd like to get slapped. If Jennifer Aniston slapped me, I'd never come back.
No.
I would just be sitting there emptying until there was no
coming
pulse.
and coming and coming.
Which one is it? The one where she's
Completely
laying
dehydrated?
down?
She's laying down, looking out. It's like when Friends
yeah.
first hit. It was, and
I
my
need
brother,
to see this picture.
My brother.
I'm just
ruined
waiting
it.
for
Yeah,
it.
like
I've got nothing.
Angela.
My brother covered it in shampoo. I hope. That was.
Oh, yes.
Remember that?
You had that in your room?
Hell yeah, I did. I bought that at the store proudly. I looked the guy at Barnes and Noble right in the eye, and I said, "I want
That
this."
one.
And you had
Yeah.
a tear.
And I ripped the cover off, and yeah, I was
Ham
like,
did you slap?
I was like 12.
Not the ham.
It sort of looks like
just friends. Slapped a ham to it like 30 minutes ago.
It sort of looks like a toddler's ass, by the way. It's a little saying. I mean,
I don't know if
I know
go
it's
there.
not.
You've
it was
ruined it for
airbrush?
me
Wow.
now, haven't you?
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Why
do
would
that.
it be a toddler? It's
you connect
Jennifer
these-
Aniston.
I understand that, but just the way it's shot, the angle there, doesn't it look like it's
a diaper commercial.
yeah, it looks like a
Perspective.
It's the
Pampers
closest you
commercial.
could get to her bare ass at the time.
If you put superimposed a baby's face over Jennifer Aniston's, you wouldn't think, you'd be like, yeah.
I would wonder why the baby had the hair it had.
You wouldn't go, that baby's got a gorgeous ass, like Jennifer Aniston. You'd go, yeah, it looks like a baby's ass on that
But
baby.
it was her ass.
I know, which is what makes this so difficult.
You were on the radio show promoting that stuff. I remember hearing you guys talking about
Probably.
it. Yeah,
yes.
you were.
Yeah.
Oh, you were.
Yeah. I was the Friends expert on that show when we did Stump the Staff.
Well, don't
Really?
be gay about it, but just
Yeah. Bad thing to admit.
look. We secretly watched Friends, and I don't care how much people like it. I'm not going to admit it.
Hey, I secretly watched it
did.
last week.
Look, I
Still holds up.
was getting high at work, and sometimes your TV had 3 channels, so you would watch Friends.
Yeah.
That's why I
Watch
started.
Martin. You go over
I
to
watched
the,
Martin.
Yeah.
There's no shame in
WB.
my
Was
game.
good.
I also had a picture of Martin's ass right above my bed.
There it is.
I'm the man.
What was the neighbor in Martin? What was the or the trans?
Lakeisha.
Keisha?
Letitia or
You just saying names?
No, no, no.
Racist now?
I was a big Martin fan.
So was I. Was it
Martin.
LaQuisha?
Is it LaQuisha?
LaQuisha.
I think it was LaQuisha.
Yeah.
Because it was.
Who was the one Martin dressed up as?
That was her.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying to figure out who he dated.
Shanae.
Shanae. That's what I was going for. Thank you. Shanae.
No, I thought LaQuisha too. Was there a
Shanae.
LaQuisha? Shanae.
No, you're just saying
But Jamie Foxx.
racist black names, I think, is what you're doing now.
Jamie Foxx was Wanda.
Very real name.
Quanda, LaQuisha,
Yeah.
Wanda. When she would come.
Rangelo, Jamangelo.
I was watching a thing recently with Keenan Ivory Wayans, and he was saying how he would just let Jamie Foxx keep going with Tommy Davidson because it would make Tommy Davidson so uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah, like he would start the sketch enjoying it, but he was like a classically trained actor, and Jamie Foxx would just get deliberately way over sexual with him until he just demanded the scene would stop.
He did.
I watched every episode of Martin.
I love that show.
It was on with The Simpsons on Thursdays.
It was on in San Diego when I went there last. When I took my daughter, and it was on the TV, just flicking through the channels at the hotel, and she loved that show.
Yeah.
She was like, "This is so funny." She laughed so hard, like everything.
I remember when he hosted SNL because I
Still
watched
holds
it,
up.
and he got in so much trouble for some of the. Because he was talking about douching, and he didn't run it by anybody at the studio, so he was banned. I think he's still banned from Saturday Night Live.
Really?
Yeah, for that episode in the '90s, and but I remember it being this huge.
Martin is?
That's
yeah,
ridiculous.
Really?
look it up.
I feel like that guy should still be popular. Like he was a
He just
good
made
comic.
Bad Boys 4.
Bad
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But isn't that weird though that you don't realize that? Like
Yeah.
we're living in a time where Bad Boys would be such a huge thing, and now
Yeah.
Bad Boys 4 comes out, we don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he disappeared though. That was one of the biggest shows on TV.
breakdown.
Martin was huge.
Yeah.
Martin had a breakdown,
Huge.
a mental breakdown.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was like running the streets naked or
Holding
something
a
like
gun,
that.
waving a
Yeah.
gun, saying they were going to kill him.
Yeah, he was having he had a minute there. It was like the 2000s.
Yeah.
The 2000s.
I
Era.
think he went to the premiere of Big Mama's House,
Yeah.
and like any
saw it.
rational person was like, "I'm gonna go get a gun."
Sure.
No, he did have a breakdown because I mean he was a comic out of DC. He was the one that everybody kind of looked up to next to Eddie Murphy after
Right.
a while,
Yeah.
and like
They
that's
did
who, like,
Life together.
What's that?
Movie Life.
Life together, yeah. And then they did after that a bunch of comics that were like Tony Woods was another one at that time. Chappelle. I'm trying to think. There's this huge DC scene of black comics that all like came after Martin, and then because of Def Jam, it launched all these careers. So Martin was huge.
Yeah.
I found the monologue that was banned.
Let's see it. Yeah.
It has a big watermark over it, but just so you know.
Are we allowed
It's
to
like
talk?
2 minutes. Yeah, we can talk. We
have
should
to,
talk.
We have to talk over it. I apologize if you're mad we talk over it, but we don't want to get stricken. So these are the rules.
You're not washing your ass properly.
Yeah,
Is that a Comedy Central seal?
I believe it is. Yes.
Don't get me wrong. Not
think
all. Some
just
of
went out and did
you
it.
know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, because, listen.
What is this,
Now,
95,
I don't know
94?
what it is that a woman got to
looks
do
like
to
it.
keep
94.
up the hygiene on the body. I know I'm watching douche commercials on television, and I'm wondering if some of you are reading the instructions. I don't think so.
Why would he get banned for this?
It's pretty
We're in-
raw
we're in
for
so touchy.
94.
Going, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
Yeah.
before I guess.
Girl, smell this. This you. Smell yourself, girl.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Smell yourself. I'll tell a woman
But
in a minute.
late
douche.
night television, Saturday Night
It's
Live.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Some women don't like when you tell them that when you straightforward.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a
Douche,
respect
that-
thing. They were like,
Forget you.
Yeah.
You cannot douche all the time. You're gonna wash all the natural juices out the body.
Yeah.
I said, well, I don't give a damn what you do. Put a Tic Tac in your ass.
Yeah. That's not.
Put a soda in your ass.
I think juices would be a problem, saying the natural juices right there. Yeah.
Or a stick up in your
There was
ass.
something
Up
about
in your ass.
fluids.
Yeah.
We used to get lectured about that.
Because I think they got
sorry,
like
dog.
several
You got to
$100,000
watch
fines for the monologue.
Yeah.
And then, you know, 'cause
And
I'm a man, I
Lorne
like to
Michaels
kiss
felt
on women.
disrespected
You know,
that he
I
just
kiss
went
all
off
over
script.
their body.
Yeah, it sounds like a
You know, but if
respect
you're
thing.
not
Like,
clean
Yeah.
in
You didn't
your
talk to him
proper
first.
And he was
areas,
banned.
I can't,
But he
you
seems
know,
like such a
kiss
different
all
man
over the
now.
places I wanna
He looks
kiss,
high on cocaine.
You know?
It was.
Probably, yeah.
Unless you go down,
He was
you know
great
what I'm
in
saying?
house
No,
party
they
as
got
well.
yeast infection.
Oh yeah.
too.
I'm sorry.
Well, Robin
Sorry.
Harris
Come
is
up
one of the
with
best
dough on your
comics. I
damn
loved
lip.
him, and he died very young. He plays kid's dad in it because he looks so
Yeah.
old, but I think
Dude,
he's
he's
like
so good.
29 or something. at
Yeah,
the
he's
time.
really good in it though.
I'm trying to think who that is.
Robin Harris.
Yeah.
He looks a bit like Bernie Mac. if you pull up Robin Harris, he was really good. But a lot of people say like Bernie Mac's career took off kind of because Robin Harris passed.
Yeah.
Even though Bernie Mac, I think, is brilliant. I'm glad
Bernie Mac. I was going to say Bernie Mac was awesome.
Yeah, but Robin Harris passed in his 30s. I think he had a heart attack on stage, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
That was like the mid.
Is that the dream way to go for a comic?
No.
I mean, if you've got to go, right? Today's the day. Would you rather be on stage or in the bathtub?
No, I'd
or-
like to be with my family.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd want your family to see that? Why
Yeah,
would
well,
you want to put your family through that?
I guess you make a
What's the matter with you?
Yeah, I guess I would do that as a closer.
Yeah. It's a hell of a closer.
He looks like a full-size Beetlejuice.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Full-grown Beetlejuice.
He was brilliant. How old was he when he passed? He was like in his 30s, but I think
Reminds
he's
me of people
playing.
in my
He would play like a
family.
50-something-year-old in every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he played Kid's dad.
Yeah, he's really good in that movie.
Yeah, and he did Bebe's Kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that meme about people, like how old they actually were when they played those
Yeah.
old roles? Freaks you out.
Yeah.
And you're like, Red Fox was what? He was 42?
I know.
You're
30,
like,
thought he was, like,
36 when he died.
36, that guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was his earlier work. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
he died like several years after that
He was
movie
born
was
in
made.
53.
Yeah. So in House Party, that means he was like 30,
Yeah.
what,
In House Party,
35?
Well, you think of, was
Yeah, a
it
little
Carol?
before he died.
Who's the all in the family? Is it Carol O'Connor? No.
Yeah, Carol O'Connor.
Yeah, Carol O'Connor, and it's like 52. You're like,
Right.
what?
Yeah.
That's not
Come on.
Yeah, and you also
Holy shit.
look at Ed O'Neill's one that shocks me though, because he always played like an old, like dying guy since the '80s, but
Right,
he's still
right.
up and at it.
Yeah.
And I think he's really not even that old. I think he's in his 70s.
It's
Yeah.
got that like Steve Martin thing. Do you look old young? You look young forever.
Yeah, he always had white hair.
Yeah.
Or I mean, it was
Sam Elliott. Same
Sam
thing.
Elliott's one.
Sam, yeah.
Yep.
Very
Sam
old.
Elliott. Yeah.
Sam Elliott.
Did he
Now let's talk about
studio?
before we leave the Bridgerton Ball.
My favorite.
All right. I don't watch Bridgerton,
Never
but
seen an episode.
Never seen it.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't look like this. Well, it's a show about queens and kings and that sort of thing. And
Is that what it is?
yes, and
Out. I'm out. I'm done with Kings and Queens shows.
oh, because of the
You're not into that?
The King of
No,
Queens.
yeah.
yeah.
The Kings and Queens.
You don't like Kevin?
Kevin James ruins everything.
Yeah, I'm done with Kevin
Kidding.
James. Enough.
I don't play cards. I don't order shipments.
Yeah, I'm not a delivery man. I don't get this comedy.
I love Scientology. All right, so Bridgerton is where. Did you watch the show, Angela?
No.
Okay. So from what I looked at,
That's not the important part of the story, okay? You remember
it's like
Willy
different-
Wonka event.
It's different couples in the historically accurate time.
Yeah, it's like English
Right.
countryside.
Yes,
stuff.
where
but
black
like-
men married white queens.
Right. Yeah. There's black people everywhere.
You remember?
Yeah. Everybody remembers the
Yeah.
history class. You remember the Willy Wonka experiment
do.
event that we saw from Glasgow where it was
With
horrible?
the Hookah Loompas.
Oh yeah. It was
Yeah.
glorious. It was so great.
I
The unknown, the
Yes.
creepy monster.
I reread that story, the Willy Wonka one today. Is it true they gave each person 2 jelly beans?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the best part of the whole whole
many
story. 2 jelly beans.
It's
A little
brilliant.
cup.
Like, here you go.
Excellent.
Here you go.
To start off the
And I will
sweetness.
show a world of. Well, we got some stuff here. So a Bridgerton theme event thrown in Detroit, which, by the way, why would you go to that? Like, we're going to be having an English ball gathering. You're like, well, we'll go downtown.
Yeah.
Thrown in Detroit this weekend was such a disaster. It's drawn comparisons to the Firefest, which was, of course, the Willy Wonka Glasgow.
No, they're different.
Firefest is a different one. Do you know about Firefest?
Oh, Firefest,
Firefest
is
is
the,
Fire
Yeah.
Festival, yeah.
the one
That dude's
where,
still trying to throw events.
Yeah, the one where they were all
FYRE.
stranded on the island.
Mm-hmm.
When we're like, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And after an hour, they were like, is there food? And then after 3 hours, they're like, are we stuck here?
Yeah.
You're like, where are the officials?
Dude, I
Are
wish.
the boats leaving?
I wish those people had to start eating each other.
Dude, that would be the best reality.
That would be a
Such
great
a good
one.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
They just had to learn to survive this party island that they've been drinking with everybody.
It's all like Instagram people and stuff who don't have any ability to
No.
do
Anything for themselves.
Influencers.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out what to do, but then their phone dies, so they can't tell.
What to do, man?
What to,
Yeah, they bragged about like gourmet meals, and then they
Yep.
just give them a plastic container with a bologna sandwich in it.
They roll them over to the tents.
Great.
It was actually a cheese sandwich.
Was it cheese?
There wasn't even bologna.
It wasn't even bologna. Yeah.
It's just a white bread with a
yeah.
half symbol
One
in the
tickets to
middle.
one of these.
Oh, that's the
So it
best.
happened again.
Who was the rapper that was there?
Oh, there was a couple.
That was
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule, yeah.
Promoted it.
Yeah, Ja Rule was like
Promoted the
this
whole
is-
thing.
Like yeah, while they're
It
eating their
disappeared.
cheese sandwich, he's like, "I'm gonna go." He's just getting on.
Ja Rule out.
He's getting on the Ja Rule plane.
Yeah.
Out of here.
The last chopper out.
We've got to save Ja Rule.
Said no one ever.
Except for Ja Rule.
There's all these people stranded on an island. Who are they? Ja Rule. Well, we better hurry.
Oh, I gotta change the laundry.
What are we gonna do? All right. I'm sorry. I'm taking this serious. Experience.
Yes.
All right. It was a fiasco. Earning the nickname Scammerton, not Bridgerton, guys. This is what they came up with. Scammerton.
So
Not very
they were
creative.
promised exquisite refreshments.
Yes, as well as music and dance.
That's right.
And the company website reads, accompanying social media posts likewise touted stunning decor inspired by the hit series, dancing live entertainment, like you said, exquisite refreshments, enchanting surprises, and an evening of glamour and romance.
It's a surprise.
Instead, attendees said their $150 to $1,000 tickets got them undercooked food, cheap decorations, a single violinist, and an exotic dancer. More of the participants had visible signs of concussions.
What?
So they just came from a slap
Did you
fight.
mix it up with the slap fight story?
For $1,000 a ticket, are you kidding me?
Many
They
signs.
Taylor Swift wasn't there.
I think we could throw
honestly,
I know. I don't get it. What do you expect for $150?
We could throw this party.
Do we have the stripper footage?
Oh, you're not getting exquisite.
We do.
What
These
was
are
it,
the
exquisite?
tweets about it, just so you
Oh, let's
guys
take a look.
can just see some of the pictures from it and some of what they had to say.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'll show you the
exquisite.
dancer.
They spent like $20 on this.
Dude, they went into abandoned houses in Detroit that were in once like posh areas and just took furniture out. You can tell.
Do you think they were telling like 150? You don't get to look at the stunning decor.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Like, that's for the $1,000 attendees.
Yeah, you have to
Those are
stay.
You no.
You have to stay in the dance gallery.
Your refreshments are a tad less than exquisite. Sorry for 150. I hope you understand.
You get 2 jelly beans.
150
Yeah,
to
2 jelly
1,000.
beans. One of them is black jelly beans. Sorry.
2 black jelly beans.
You guys want to see the dancer
Let's see the dancer.
dancing to that one violin?
Yeah, this violin
Echoey as hell.
reminds
Why
me
is
of
she
good
there?
old England.
Oh, buffering.
There was an actual string section instead of a strings section.
They
Holy
brought in a
shit.
stripper.
Sorry,
Look at the guy who's with her in case anybody touches her.
it's not in
That's
costume.
definitely
Yes.
body.
Yeah, that's a bodyguard.
I definitely drove her there.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's just that's what they.
We get it.
Can you imagine that you walk in there and you're one of these? I don't want to say it rudely, but homely gals
Yeah, I was gonna say
wearing
yeah.
ball gowns, and you're expecting to maybe have an enchanting evening, and instead you just have a stripper inside
And you
of
know
a
they-
dance
One
studio.
They
violinist.
spend a bunch of money on ball gowns.
Yeah.
Like, even if you get a cheap ball gown, that's not.
Because they thought they were gonna
It's
get
expensive.
exquisite refreshments
thousands.
and stunning decor,
Yeah.
Wow.
but instead they got a what did they say?
Well, it says a witness told.
Chanting surprise.
Oh no, this is a different thing.
Do you remember, Dave, years ago when Dennis Rodman threw a party like that in Detroit? And it was billed as this huge thing, and he was charging back in 99, 2000. Sorry. He was charging
you have
hundreds.
diabetes.
Sorry, yeah, it's my AIDS diabetes coming.
I've got a cough that won't go away.
He was charging hundreds of dollars. I remember this was a big deal in the area, and it sold a shitload of tickets. And on the invite, when you looked at it, it was like, invited. Guests include. And it was everyone that, it was like Kim Jong-un will be here and Eddie Vedder, all these people that Rodman was supposedly hanging out with.
Right.
And it was invited guests. Invited, really small. And it was like, well, I can invite every celebrity you've ever heard of to my party.
Right.
It doesn't mean they're going to be there, which is exactly what Rodman. It's what sounds like this is going on.
Well, that's what it. Yeah. Except
That decor doesn't look stunning.
you're
at
not
all.
even getting Rodman.
Right. that could have been Rodman actually on the pole.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Anybody in the ball gown could have been Rodman.
Could have been Rodman.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, so so what's happening to them? Nothing, probably, just like the
I don't
other
know.
thing?
They're not getting their refunds. It's actually put on by a company that's done this before, and they're calling for them to like not be allowed to do this, like lose their business license essentially, because it's just a scam company.
Why?
Oh, in other words, change your name and start over.
Yeah, yeah.
Putting on
Open up a new
fantastic.
LLC.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
What'd you
so
say, Garrett?
sad.
I said they're putting on fantastic entertainment for us.
Yes.
True.
If you're in the chat and you ever see an event that happened that looks like it's going to be one of the events, please link it to us on Twitter, and I want to see it because I might want to go to it.
I do want to go.
Yes.
I would love to go and attend.
I would love to walk in and just be like, is this the Bridgerton Bowl?
Are the stunning refreshments?
Yes. I was promised that I would look at grand
Have
tapestries.
a single monocle, you know.
I'm here for the romance, the glamour.
Yes.
Would you wear a monocle?
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
for
I'd
sure.
go monocle
You have
Keep it
to.
on.
if I was going.
Yeah. I think you got to squint the whole
Wow,
time.
You get like a monocle with a stick.
Monocle with the
Oh.
Oh yeah, the sticked monocle. Sure.
Oh, you mean
sure.
that like Sylvester Stallone has when he puts on opera glasses and somebody shits on a table?
Exactly.
Yes. I think you'd look great in white gloves.
Thank
And
you.
that cigarette thing that hangs off the.
I have one of those
One of
actually.
those?
I have
Like
one,
a-
an
know
old
what
one.
those are Cruella de
I have
Vil.
one.
You do have one.
I do.
Yeah, yeah. You'd fit in perfectly there.
Hey, you should show up with that.
Oh, yeah.
Just start
You
asking.
would be the belle of the ball.
Start asking questions. And I'd be like, I gotta get her out of here. She's asking questions.
Yeah.
How long did I don't understand why like some of the people though in that photo were like laying down.
Because there was
They didn't
nothing to
have
do
any
there.
chairs.
They said
Yeah.
there's nothing to do, and so mostly people just sat on the ground on their phones.
I would leave.
Wouldn't you just leave? I don't get it why they're like, something's gonna happen. It's gonna be something.
There's another room. They're going to open it up. It's going to be stuff.
Yeah. This is just the waiting area before the
Oh, it's over?
yeah. Oh, we have to leave?
Okay.
They just shut off the lights. Is that a stripper?
Is that Rodman in a dress? What's going on over there?
Stripper leaves with no tips.
Please send me the link. I want to know.
Oh, that's great.
And it happens in Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Just what we need, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just preying on the poor.
Yeah.
You know it is. They're like, I saved up a long time, my whole paycheck, just to go to this ball.
Yeah, just because I've been watching Bridgerton on Netflix.
Yeah.
Is it good?
No.
Oh.
I don't watch it.
Who knows?
I've been watching the Menendez one.
Oh yeah, I want to check that out. Is that good?
The first episode's good, and then the Penguin first episode was phenomenal.
Yeah,
That's what
my
I
brother
heard.
said
I need
that.
to watch
Yeah.
it.
I heard Penguin's
Everybody said it's
awesome.
Dude, I was absolutely surprised. It's not for kids though.
Oh no. Oh no.
But you know, I enjoyed it.
Colin Farrell was good in the movie. He was like freaking. He disappeared in that role.
You don't see Colin Farrell the whole time.
His like bodysuit they made him wear is like $50,000 just to
Is
make
it?
him look like
It looks
a
like
regular guy.
Have you seen the first episode?
I haven't.
Okay, it's great.
I'll have to watch it.
phenomenal.
I hate that they're dropping it every week. I like when they just drop like the whole.
I think they're smart
or
though
whatever.
because that way people stay subscribed.
Yep.
Oh, is that what that's about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's arguments for it. It's the binge model versus weekly release. Weekly
Yep.
release, you talk about it more. You go, oh, we all know what episode came out, so I could talk to you about that
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
The thing
Okay.
with streaming is if it all comes out, you don't know. Like Angela's on episode 3, you're on episode 7, I'm on episode 1, and you can't like openly talk about it with your friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of like quiets down the discussion around a TV show. But
Totally
like Game
makes
of Thrones,
sense.
comes out Sunday. Everybody, it's like a vent. You come there, you watch it, you talk about it the next day.
Or you're like me, you wait for the series to finish and then you binge it all.
Right, you could do that
Like
too.
yeah.
And that with Breaking Bad.
Yeah, so did I. Breaking Bad. And I got through, how many seasons was the Dragons one?
I did the
watched
same
five.
thing.
Game of Thrones was
Game of Thrones.
8.
8.
Yeah.
I think 5
The
seasons
Wire.
had
It's
dumped.
better.
Really? I've heard The Wire is one of the
Does it
best
end
shows
well?
ever.
I just don't care about dragons and stuff. And everybody's
Game of
like,
Thrones is-
trust me.
I didn't either, but it's not like,
It is.
but it's not. And I'm telling you because I had the same mindset as you.
Don't watch
Yeah.
it. Don't watch it.
It's worth it.
You do have the same mindset.
Lots of male nudity.
can
If
do
that
it.
does anything for
Oh,
you.
wait, there's penis?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They hang dong.
In the new one. In the new
Why didn't you say so?
Somebody's going to be watching them all tonight.
You buried the lead.
I got a whole weekend. Boy, I can't wait. I just enjoy TV series that feature penis.
Penis.
Okay. That's fine.
Lots.
Brings us
Somebody-
to
Lots.
the end of the world. Penis.
Penis.
I didn't say that.
You weren't on camera, so.
I know.
Who
but
knows?
I don't.
You were thinking it.
Is
though.
Peter Dinklage in it?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Okay, I can't be watching
No,
it.
he is in the original show, but the new show,
Is there a new show?
yeah.
I don't
House
like the new
of-
one.
You don't like the
That one?
I hear it's good. I watched the
Boring.
first like 2 episodes. And I thought it was good, but I hated the last
Probably
3
wrong.
seasons of Game of Thrones. So
Well, that's accurate.
I'd say don't watch it.
I don't. I'm not going to watch it.
I know.
Skip it. Skip it.
I'll watch anything you recommend.
You can
can't-
skip it. I just
can't get
saying
past
I
It was fantastic.
I was
I-
wrong about my first impression of it.
You were. You're probably right, and I bet everybody. And I watch it. I'm going to go. This is good. But I watched the first episode, and I was like, I don't care at all.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
You're more of like a crime gangster type
I like
movie
that
thing.
Well, how am I? Who are you
Your
going to
deal?
relate to in these?
The cripple boy. He gets pushed out of a tower.
Yeah, but isn't he the king at the end of the show?
Well, you spoiled it.
Well,
That
what?
was so stupid.
What's the point?
It's dumb. What's this so stupid?
Yeah.
You're gonna have
Dave,
this-
Dave's more of a prison rape fan as opposed
Yeah.
to like ancient.
I enjoy
Oz
Oz.
is your
Incest
Rape
thing.
fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Seinfeld SNL sketch when he's in Oz?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Have you
Yes.
seen
I
that?
haven't seen it.
It's one of the best ever. He's like, he's like, how are you doing? He's like, I got stuck with an AIDS infected needle. He's like, well, good luck with all that. Yeah, that's. I liked Oz though. I mean, there was a lot of rape.
No, I never watched it.
Even
I was too
the
young
first
for it.
one, Schlesinger, just who is from all the Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and as well as
What's that guy's name?
I don't know. I'm blanking on it. He's from Grosse Pointe too. He's from Detroit
something with an
area.
S.
Yeah.
He was in Whiplash.
Yes.
Freaking
The
great
main guy.
Great actor. Great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a great actor.
J.K.
J.K.
Simmons.
Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Simmons.
I knew it.
I was on the S.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard for me to watch.
So good in Whiplash. Oh, he's such
Dude,
an asshole.
It's hard for me to
My tempo,
watch.
Dave.
Yeah, it's hard for me to watch a State Farm commercial when I'm like, watch you
Yeah.
rape a guy like every episode.
the pillow. Does he do a lot of the raping in that?
Yeah.
Really?
He's the head of the Aryan Nation.
Oh, okay. I never watched it.
And how?
And funny, at the same time, he's get you fucking Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Give me those pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's like the badass in that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And now he's a State Farm guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And Whiplash, which is what many people will experience being shower handled. Looking at you, Mike. All right.
I don't want to be shower handled.
Let's talk about you. Well, you don't have an option in prison.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
That first
that's-
day, you either let people know you don't pass the salt. They tell you to pass the salt, you don't do it.
You don't want some guy turning his pocket inside out.
No,
You don't
To
want
turn your pocket.
That is
inside
an
out.
offer you do not want.
Like Larry Nasser.
Yeah, Larry Nassar.
He's gonna join a Mexican gang.
Yeah, you gotta get beat in of sorts.
Yeah.
Right. You give it or you take it.
Pound it in. Beat
I
in.
love that every minute of every day, Larry Nassar's just getting raped by a Mexican gang. Just like it's good. Like you want to kill like rapists and pedos.
Yeah.
But there is
Sometimes, yeah.
that. But
mostly.
you want him to really be alive for this. Like I hope he lives to 140.
Just worn down by the end.
Yeah.
Like he lives the oldest age of any person. He lives 260 years like a turtle.
Yeah, it looks like an old catcher's mitt.
I'm sorry. But it'd just be funny if
yeah, it's very funny.
You get a like 3 life sentences and your body physically serves them.
Got to. It's on the paper.
Okay, end of the world. I'm sorry. We got sidetracked.
Yes.
The Taliban is to be taken to international court over gender discrimination. I'm not kidding. This is real. If found guilty, what new laws will favor women will have to be... I'm just going to read it. Can you say it out of the world one more time? I'm just going to say it again. Or don't. Turn it back on. This is my fault. The Taliban is to be taken to international court over gender discrimination. For real. If found guilty, what new laws that favor women will have to be implemented by the Taliban? UB.
Women will not be stoned for driving. Men crazy.
Oh, yeah. Angela, what you got?
You can show ankle before the wedding night.
Ooh. We
Just
have like
the-
a Saved by the Bell, like
Little.
woo sound. When they would kiss. When two teenagers would kiss, and for some reason there were cheers from grown men in an audience.
Well, they're two teenagers that were like 25 years old.
No,
Were they not old?
they were pretty young.
There were kids on.
I just realized how weird that is.
That is a weird thing. They can
Jesse
sexualize
and-
kids a lot.
Yeah.
Jesse and Zach are
Jesse
making out, and there's a
Spano.
guy in the crowd who's like, "Yeah, this is why I came here alone." All right, what do you got?
Women may keep their clitorises for an extra 8 months.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty
pretty
good.
good.
Exciting. Something to look forward to.
Yeah,
Right?
so- yeah.
One day,
Ladies.
we'll get a year.
Oh,
I don't get crazy.
One day.
One day.
Progress.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 2-piece bathing suits will now be allowed as long as they cover the entire face and body.
All right.
So
Baby steps.
Yeah, so I gotta say, I hope the Taliban is willing to go to international court over gender discrimination.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. I think we've learned a lot today, and you've learned a lot tomorrow. Good night.
See you next Tuesday.